All right, here is checkpoint number 1. I thought about doing this in a British accent, and I'll let you guys vote on that if you guys want other checkpoints in a British accent. Okay, so we'll try that later. But anyways, checkpoint number 1. Let's go over that. Okay, it says, so this is just finding the circumference and area of a circle. So let's check what this is asking for. Checkpoint number 1 says the diameter of a circle is 28 feet. Find the circumference of the circle to the nearest foot. All right, so we know the diameter, which is all the way across. Remember, the radius is from the center of the circle to outside. The diameter is all the way across. So we know in this one, it is 28 feet. All right, so now knowing that information, we want to find the circumference of the circle to the nearest foot. So we're going to find all the way around. The only way to do that is to use our formula. So we have the circumference is equal to 2 pi r. 2 pi r. All right, but that would only work if we have the radius. So we can go ahead and do it this way, and we can, because we know half of 28, so 2 pi times 14 equals whatever the circumference is. Now it's asking you to use 3.14 to type in your calculator, 3.14 as pi times 2 times 14, right? When I type that in, I get 87.92, right? I'm going to round up because it says round to the nearest foot. So it's about 88 feet. Okay, that's the circumference all the way around is about 88 feet. All right, that's checkpoint number 1. All right, checkpoint number 2. Right, the circumference of a circle is 186 centimeters. Right, that's all the way around is 186 centimeters. So it's asking us to find the radius of the circle to the nearest centimeter. So it's asking us to find not the diameter, but the radius, so one part. So again, we can use C equals 2 pi r, right? So we're going to be finding r. We know C is 186 equals 2 pi r. Now my next step is I'm going to convert, right, to 3.14 because that's what they're asking us to use. And multiply 2 times 3.14 and get 6.28. And I'm left with r on one side and 186 on the other side. Now what I want to do is I want to divide on both sides because that will get us what is r, right? So we have 186 divided by 6.28, and that's going to equal 29 equals r. 29.6. 29.6. So it wants us to round to the nearest foot, so it's about 30 feet is the radius. All right. So that's checkpoint number 1. Checkpoint number 2. And remember that it's asking us for a specific part of the circle. And if you plug in pi on your calculator as just pi and not as 3.14, it will give you a different number, and it won't be wrong. It will just be a different number based on the number that you punch in. All right, here is checkpoint number 3. So we're going to do checkpoint number 3, which says the diameter of a circle is 14 inches. Let's draw that out. The diameter, okay, radius, diameter is 14 inches across, okay? find the area of the circle to the nearest square inch. Remember, we're labeling this as square inches. So let's look that through. Okay, we need our formula, which is area equals pi r squared. So right now we need to find what the radius is because we have the diameter. So we have the area equals pi, or 3.14, times half of 14, which is 7 squared. Okay, remember the way I found that radius is the radius equals d over 2, and we had 14, so it's 14 divided by 2 equals 7. So that's how I found what the radius is. Now, knowing the radius, we plugged it back into our equation. We can actually just change that. Area equals 3.14 times 7 squared, and that gives us 3.14 times 49 equals our area. So when we type that in, we get 154 inches squared. So that is our total area for our circle. All right, I hope that you guys are getting this, and let me know if you don't. All right, this is checkpoint number 4 on page 530. It's asking us for the area, for the radius, and we already have the area, which is 1,567 inches squared. We have our nice formula, which is area equals pi r squared, okay, to help us solve this problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug in what we have for our area, which is 1,567 is equal to 3.14 times r squared. All right, so remember I just converted this is pi, so I changed that, and now what I can do is I can go ahead and divide by 3.14 to get r squared by itself, and I have r squared equals, let's see what that equals, 1,567. We got 499, right? 499, and what we need to do is we need to still break this down even more to get r by itself. So r equals the square root of 499, right? So is that done yet? No. Let's find what the square root of 499 is. That is r equals 22, okay? And it says round to the nearest whole number, okay? So it's 22. So our radius is 22 inches, okay? Remember, in our circle, that means from here to there is 22 inches, all right? That is checkpoint number 4.